wanted to show you guys today a little bit of what I've been doing in my sketchbook lately. So there's no time lapse here of how I've created these images, but instead it's just like a walkthrough of some of the little stories that I've been creating. So here, this is my Leuchtturm 1918 or 1917. This is just regular paper. It's very thin. I would say it's like maybe 100 grams. I'm not sure. I would have to look it up. And this is bigger than an A4. If you compare it with the large Royal Talons, you can see that it's a tad bit bigger than that one. I personally really enjoy working in this sketchbook. I love those crinkly pages that you can get. Of course, you know, some materials goes through to the other side, so I have to be very careful. They're very watery. However, with acrylics, it really doesn't. This was acrylic ink actually that bled through. And so with acrylic inks, you have to be quite careful. But with just acrylics, like this here, this is just acrylic, it really seals the page and then nothing comes out. There's another one in here that I did with acrylics that I can show you. Let me see if I can find it. Like this one, it's acrylic, and it sealed the page nicely. This one is also acrylic that I did for a birthday party, children's birthday party. It sealed it completely where I was able to paint on the other side. So I really enjoyed this for acrylics. So this was just, I was really enjoying drawing ducks or geese. It's like, I believe it's a duck. Or maybe it's a goose, I don't know. It's one of those. And I've always loved drawing frogs. I have this little character that I was drawing several years ago during the first lockdown, which was Franz the Frog. So I enjoy frogs. So here I was using an Inktense. It's one of my favorite pencils of the Inktense range. If I can find it. The dark indigo. I absolutely love. Let me see if it'll focus. I absolutely love this pencil. Especially when it gets a bit wet, it gets darker. So I love it. I absolutely love it. So all these illustrations are done with this dark indigo Inktense, and then I use the art graph. Here it is. I use the graphite art graph. That's what I've been using here. Though that's it, nothing else. Either the black or the graphite. It's pure graphite. And so it's just a duck. I mean, I don't really have any sense of the writing for these stories. They're more just visually stimulated or created. So it's just a duck, you know, that lives on a farm, even though it's just a little house. And then you can see that he stands out from the rest, and he finds this frog. The frog is just telling him this tale where he comes from, and the duck is just listening. The frog is very emphatic and tells the story that it comes from the rainforest and it's been traveling. And I've never really known what to do with my character Franz, so it was nice to include him in this little story. And then here I did just a full color illustrations of ducks. Prior to that, I had worked in my smaller Royal Talons sketchbook, which I can show you. I had created just some very quick illustrations of ducks or geese. I don't know. As you can see here, just very quick illustrations of geese, just to warm up. And in my even smaller one, which I do not have here, I did very quick illustrations of ducks. So that was the illustration of the duck. Then I created a little book of ducks, which I can also show you later. I'll insert that clip here. But I just like really exploring a certain theme and seeing how far I can go with it to create either a story. I love making little books, especially for my kids. And so I made him a little zine folded book of ducks, which he rather enjoyed with the frog. I then also, let's see what I have. Here I was just doing warm-up sketches, playing with some pastels, and then putting marker on top. I just wanted to see how it played with. And then this is from Emma Carlisle's Patreon. This was from yesterday, actually. I created a reel on Instagram of these, which you can see in this little corner over here. I'll put it up so you guys can see it. And the idea was that she would put 3 different images, and you would have to pick one, and then again 3 different images, you would have to pick one, and then again 3 images, and you have to pick one, and that should create a little story. And so immediately, since I saw these nature images, not all of them were nature, some were of animals or people, but I mainly picked the nature ones because I just absolutely love nature. I see it as my refuge, so I wrote here, in my refuge there is life everywhere, even in the shadow and in the light. I go there when I need to breathe. And since I was using acrylic inks, I used several sketchbooks, and so then it continues here with, this is very badly drawn. So here I did not add any color down. I drew it with the Inktense pencil, and then while it was wet, I added the acrylic ink. Lately I've been loving to draw with acrylic ink. And so that's how I created these. However, with this one here, I laid down already the ink without knowing what I was going to draw, and I did not like the end result. And so here I say, the tranquility lingers slightly when I return to the city, but in my dreams, I am always back in my refuge. And then I continued in another sketchbook, but here I didn't really add any words to it. I absolutely love this one. I said, I dream of living next to a lake. It's this beautiful image. I really want to re-explore this narrative and create more illustrations, larger illustrations like this one. I absolutely love it, especially the tiny house that's red. Lately I've been really enjoying drawing with carmine. And then I believe I went back here, yeah. Or Be the Caretaker of Lighthouse. I also really love this one. I noticed that I enjoyed drawing larger. I just feel more free. And also the brush that I used for these 2 illustrations, I can show you. It's this very bristly brush, larger brush. It's actually for children. And so I used this brush, and it created the nicest texture and strokes. You can really see, you can see the lines here and the lines here. I absolutely love, like, especially here, how it frails out. Then I continued in a different sketchbook. It was very quick, this one, because I had to scramble to find another sketchbook to draw in, so I didn't really finish it, and there's no narration to this one or no lines to this one, but it was something along the lines like that I would love to explore or to share my refuge with you, because there are now 2 people here, as you can see. And then the next one was back in my smaller Royal Talon sketchbook, which was of a little bird, and also no time to do any narration there, but it would have been along the lines of, we can listen to the birds together. And then there's another one with a boat that I most definitely did not finish, and also I don't really like this sketchbook, so it's kind of hard for me to draw in it. And we can sail and explore together. And again here, you can see the lines that are left from this brush. I absolutely love. And even though this is really nice paper, it's probably because it's nicer paper, so I feel intimidated to use it. This is Neocolor that I used a bit water, but the rest is all the Inktense and then acrylic ink. Those were my materials, that's it. And here, this orange is my favorite color of the Sennelier acrylic inks. This is the fluorescent orange, I believe it's called. I can look for it. Orange, yeah, fluorescent orange. This is my favorite acrylic ink. It's so vibrant. It's a beautiful color. You can water it down and you get just these beautiful, beautiful tones, or mix it with other colors. So, so that is what I've been creating so far. I've really been enjoying creating stories, between, like connecting several images here. For example, I did these cliffs because I just love the cliffs from here. I was playing again with the pastels because I'm not very familiar with pastels, and I have a couple of pencils. And then I created, you know, there's a little sheep, and then here's the sheep again just sitting next to a tree. This has nothing to do with it. This was just another illustration that I did of an owl playing with my inks again, the acrylic inks, neo colors. That's it. I really love how it looks when you lay acrylic inks on top of each other, how they separate and mix at the same time. And I love that granulated texture that they leave behind. So yeah, here I also used gouache. I first did a layer of the fluorescent orange, and then on top I did a layer of sky blue or very light blue gouache. So those have been my illustrations from the past couple of days. I've really been trying to sit down and draw, and I prefer to draw quickly. These were timed illustrations. That's why I really enjoy Emma Carlisle and Sarah Dyer's Patreon, because whenever we have drawing sessions, they are timed. And I feel like I create the best work when I have a certain time, and I just love drawing fast. If I have more time, then I can really boggle down on the details, and then I don't really like the results as much. Like if you compare this illustration where I had more time to draw, I think this was like a 40-minute illustration or so, versus this one, which was, I believe, 10 minutes. I prefer this one. It just has more power in it. You can see the strokes, so it has more movement and motion and more emotion in it, especially here with the grass. I absolutely love it. Absolutely. I love the different tonalities of the green. I love the orange with the blue and the green and the white. It's like the whole color scheme I absolutely love. Well, here there are many more tonalities. There's just more, and I think it's a bit more, I don't know. I prefer to work this way than this way. Personally, I've noticed. So I would completely recommend those two Patreons, most definitely, if you really want to improve with your art. I don't know, I think I've just gotten to a stage where I like playing. I like making mistakes. I like seeing what the result will be. I like seeing, well, what happens if I layer this on top of that? Because before, I would be very precious and very careful with my choices, and I would not explore as much. Well, now I like what I'm making more. So I just wanted to show you guys what I've been up to, what I've been working on, and thanks for watching.